though, I'ma find the emeralds. Don't call me Knuckles for nothing, I get loose. Sure bees fighting with them foes all the time, but I gotta do it, they always stay out of line. Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me a box.
Duh. Alright. Let's see. How we doing? How is anyone, how is everyone, how is someone doing? Do we know how everyone is doing? Alright, so I have to figure out how we're going to do this. Is there a battery in this mouse? Because I will need this mouse. There's not a battery in this mouse. I'll need to put a battery in this mouse. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. And the reason... Hello? Hey, there we go. Alright. So... the reason is because, once again, we'll be using multiple PCs for this endeavor. but we will actually be using both PCs at the exact same time. So, here's how it's going to go down. First of all, let me swap this to here. I don't know who all's still here. Splatoon 5, exactly. The band Splatoon 5, kind of like Maroon 5, but Splatoon 5. Alright, so, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Here's how things are gonna work at the very least. First of all, welcome to the stream. I'm going to try to keep it punctual because I don't have the longest time. And by punctual, I mean get straight to the point with everything. Also, I'm taking my hoodie off because I'm actually very warm right now. But anyway, so we are here to rank every single new battle theme in Splatoon 3. So, here's how it's going to work. This? Okay. That's what I wanted to know. So, what I'm going to have to do here is swap to this. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So, here's what we got. We got this on one screen, and we got this on the other screen. See? Does this include Splatfest? Yes, all the Splatfest. So, the only battle themes that will not be counted are the ones that were brought over from Splatoon 2 and 1. So, like, the the Squid Sister theme, the Off the Hook themes. There is an exception. There's two exceptions. Because there are two songs that were remixed, like basically completely remastered for Splatoon 2. Those being, obviously, Splatak. Splatak's completely new for this game. And Blushing Tide. Blushing Tide is a remaster from, I believe, Title Rush. Right? I think so. But everything else, so like I think Acid Hughes, Muck Warfare, and the main Splatfest battle theme from Splatoon 1, if those returned at any point to the game in the battles, then those will not count. But everything else counts. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of an interactive thing here. I am actually going to do this. Alright, yeah. I am going to post the link to this in the chat, and I'm going to have y'all, if you want to, I'm going to have y'all do your own tier list while we're doing this. So you can... you can play along if you want. I won't see what your picks are, but at the end of the idea is that at the end of this, I will see what all of your picks are for like your favorite songs, and we'll see how close all of ours line up. Now, again, I don't know how many people are going to be watching this, but hopefully, once we get quite a few people in here, because I think the last couple tier list streams we got quite a few. What we can do to get more people in here is just share the stream with, I don't know, any friends, any folks who like Splatoon or who like music or like the music from Splatoon, even better. But yeah, so here's how I sort of circumnavigate everything, because I have basically two separate PCs to handle this whole thing. I got this screen here, which is my actual PC. Since all I'm doing is just clicking and dragging images, this won't be very taxing. But on my laptop, I have the actual list of every song, because we're going to be listening to the songs. We are going to be listening to... How did these get here? What the frick? Oh, recommended. I'm like, what? How did this... What? How are these here? Okay. Recommend... Can you, like... Can I, like, not see recommended videos? That's stupid. Anyway, for those of you who just joined, welcome to the stream. We are actually about to start. Because, again, I don't have, like, the most time in the world. But for those who don't know, or who weren't here during my little explanation here, I put a link to the tier list in the chat so y'all could join in and vote for your own things. And what you'll have to do, you'll have to submit your tier list so that I'll be able to see it after we're done. Here. And there's really, so the order I have everything in, there's really no particular order I had all the songs in. Basically, I wanted to have it so none of the songs from any band or like in-game band intersected with each other. So it would be like, for example, front row, right? It'll be a long time before I do another front row song, right? Or this song versus that song, right? So I spaced out every sort of in-game band as far as I could get them apart, so I don't have any returning bias. I haven't heard some of these songs in a bit. Well, that's one of the, I guess, benefits of doing this stream, because I get to re-listen to some songs that I never actually finished or got to listen to in detail. So a lot of these will be not necessarily first impressions, but like will be the first time where I actually, scrutinize or really criticize a song. So yeah, I will say disclaimer. I do have some sort of number one, I do have some sort of some genre biases, right? I won't say what those are, but you'll find out once I start ranking these. And also, for the most part, I've always liked the music from Splatoon. So, okay. I believe your tier list maker account is on, or is linked to your Twitter account, or either your Twitter or your Facebook, or probably both. So you don't necessarily have to like create a whole entire account, right? But anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. Actually, let me move the chat. Actually, can you even see that? Anson! Oh yeah, you can see that. Well, darn it. I didn't want you to see it, but because y'all can already see your chat. But what if? We'll do it like this. I'll just look over for that. They do Google accounts too now. Oh, I didn't know. Also, yeah. Hey, Anson. I already saw you put one in there. I didn't see the whole list, but still, now you get to see how the tactician musician ranks all these. All right. Well, I guess we'll start. Okay. First thing though, since our first song is on here, let me do a little bit of an audio check to make sure I can hear everything correctly, y'all can hear everything correctly, and make sure, because I kind of want the music to be pretty low. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, perfect. We can't hear nothing. That's exactly what I was checking for. All right. So, what? Oh wait. Okay. Oh, duh. There we go. I'm just gonna turn it up all the way. I guess that works. Okay, I can hear now. Can y'all hear? Did y'all hear that? What was that? Desktop audio? Yeah, it was. Wow, that looks extremely loud. Okay. Let's turn it. Worst. Nice. We got a full house in here. Perfect. Worst. Scroll up a little bit in the chat and click on the link there. So everybody can participate in this tier list. All right. Nice. All right. Once we get Viral in here, then it'll actually be a full house. But yeah. So I just did an audio check. Was that was that good volume? So I'm just gonna play the song. I'm not gonna really listen to it. Just y'all tell me if it's loud or quiet in comparison to my voice. Talking, saying hello, hey, howdy do. Skibbity about and dada predict. It's amazing. I'm gonna read your chats. Let's see. I'll play along. I haven't heard some of these songs in a bit. I think I have a tier list maker account. They do Google accounts too now. Yeah. Ooh. You. A bit low? What's a bit low? My voice or the game? Or the music? My voice is louder than a game. That's a good thing. How much louder? Like, can you barely hear the songs? That should work. So, I guess one more thing before we go on. For the most part, I will not go away from this screen. Raise it a bit. All right, let's see how that worked. I did increase it a little bit, so we'll start from the beginning. Oh! Daisy's here. Wow, nice. Hey, we're doing a tier list. We're ranking all the Splatoon 2-3 battle themes. So, as a tactician musician. Anyway, let's see. Can you hear that well? Does that sound good? I'm gonna talk over it a little bit. Hey, I'll play along. I haven't heard some of the songs in a bit. I'll say tier or something. Hi, the music tack. Daisy, a bit low. Your voice is louder. The game is low. Maybe raise it a bit. I heard it fine. Yes, clap. Great. Is that good? Good. All right, nice. We're back in business. Okay, perfect. So, for those of you who just joined, so for like 99% of the stream, we will be in this screen the entire time. But so you know, I do have this up too, and this is what I'm using to like listen to all the music. But that's actually sourced from my laptop. So I need two completely separate mouses, right? But that's why I'm just gonna kind of keep it on this screen. But so when I look over in this direction, that's the music. When I look over in this direction, that's the tier list. Got it? Okay. So, so that's what you see there. Oh, full screen, I can do that. All right, nice. Anyway, speaking of full screen, can I full screen this? Hey, there we go. Perfect. None of this. Well, I'll try to keep that to a minimum. All right, now we're actually full screen. So, I probably know all these songs, but I just don't remember most of the names. Great. Well, that's why you have me here for. All right. Now, all right. Let's go ahead and get up to this. We already have the song playing. So, again, none of these are in a particular order. The only order I put these in was so that none of the like band names would intersect with each other. So, like you wouldn't be hearing like two songs from the same band in right after each other, right? Or anywhere close to each other. So I won't have any recency bias for another band, right? Anyway, so we'll go ahead and start this. appropriately, I think, we'll start with Front Row. So, for those who are unaware of the band lore from Splatoon, front noise, that's really helpful, actually. All right. Good to know. The band lore in Splatoon, Front Row is like a, I guess, a getting the band back together kind of thing, where like the original band from Splatoon 1 is missing a character and they like broke up or something, and then in Splatoon 3 they all got back together with like a new person and they rebranded to Front Row instead of Squid Squad, right? So the songs from the band sound fairly similar to a lot of the songs from Splatoon 1. And, well, does it sound like it? Yes. Indeed, it does. Very, actually. In fact, oh. Where did I put? Where did I put that thing at? Aha! I knew it. It's B major. Okay. Well, first of all, I like the genre. You know what? It sounds very... What's the word? It's like early 2000s kind of punk rock. I'm sorry. Sandy Side Up. So the first song, I don't know if it's the first or second song in the Front Row lineup, but I know it's the first one I'm listening to. Sunny Side Up. I like the way it starts. It's kind of like it's almost like, you know what's weird? Hold on. Let me try that again. Listen. It sounds like they are slapping the guitar, which is not very common for especially rock songs. And it's also not very easy to slap a guitar. Usually the guitar doesn't make the same type of sound that a bass does when you slap it. So, but the fact that they're getting that sort of slappy sound out of the guitar is pretty cool. But let's go a little bit more. I like this octave jump. It's a theremin. I'm pretty sure it's a theremin. For those of you who don't know, theremin is a radio controlled, like, it's a radio wave instrument where basically it's just you're sticking your hand in air and it makes a noise. But it's like actually I think it's magnetism or something like that, where it's like there's like a pole up here and a little ring down here, and depending on where you stick your hand in between that, it makes this sound. That sound in particular, actually I think that's just a guitar. I could be wrong. It sounds like it could be both, to be honest. This sort of... This is what reminds me of like the first Splatoon songs. And of course these... like... these weird squiddy vocals. It sounds like a very happy song. Do y'all get that vibe? Happy song. There's really no sadness going on in the song, or mischievousness. And the main reason for that is because it's in a major chord, B major to be exact. And because it's B major, I'm going to put it in B. I know it sounded like I just praised this song to high heaven, but, well, that's about where it sounds to me. By the way, I'm not going to be ranking all these songs based on what key they're in. That would be hilarious if I put like the best song in D because it's in D. D minor or something. Too bad we don't have E minor, so I could rank the Solitude in E minor. I thought I heard a noise. Solitude in E minor song, but no. So Sandy Side Up, B. To me, this is like hardline Splatoon. This is like exactly what you expect from Splatoon music. This is like the music that was missing in Splatoon 2 for the first couple months before they added new stuff in. This is like the bare minimum of what Splatoon music should sound like, in my opinion. Again, for those of you who are in the chat, actually, you know what? Let me post that exact same link in. Well, I don't. Daisy, do you play Splatoon 3? If not, don't worry about it. But I'm having the chat join in on the tier listing, so that after I rank all these songs, I can see all of your tier lists and see how close y'all got to mine. Don't spoil how you're ranking everything, but whether you are or not, here's the tier list template. All right. Well, yeah, that's where I put it. Never mind. What? Oh, well. Yep. I think B sounds just about right. Well. Oh. Well, now we move on to in my opinion, one of my favorite sort of, I guess you could, to me, I don't really call this a band per se, because it's really just off the hook, playing in very jazzy genre, which is not a bad thing. But to me, I just consider this off the hook, right? Or Marina and Pearl. But for the sake of, I don't know, just getting it done, I'm treating it as if it's its own like band. But anyway, we have Damp Socks. Who the heck came up with that name? Damp Socks featuring Marina and Pearl, aka Off the Hook. Candy Coated Rocks. This one. What key was this in again? Oh, what key was it? B minor? Oh no, yeah, it jumps from like B to like C. But it's in minor the whole time. But it doesn't really matter what key it's in the whole time, because the whole time it's like a jazzy minor key. So it doesn't sound, it's got sort of a, I guess you could say, coolness to it. I will say this song, out of the two songs in this group, it's not the most catchy song. There are catchy parts in it, but they don't last very long. Let me play it through its duration. I like that part. Yeah. It's like a sixth, minor sixth. Okay. I will say, the drums are kind of boring. As a drummer. Okay, yeah. Well, actually, I'm not ranking it based on the key it's in, but I am ranking it based on the first letter in its name. C. Candy Coated Rocks. Even since the game came out and this song was like on the list of songs in the game, it was nowhere near my favorite out of all the songs in the game. I did like that, at least for the first, the early months of the game, when there wasn't any sort of nods to Marina and Pearl, that they were like in a song, in songs in the game, and actually, to my understanding, the only like group that has songs in like just regular battles as opposed to like Splatfest, but still, definitely the lesser, way lesser of the damp socks. Whose idea was that? Anyway, well, now that we're done with this, and thank goodness, because I don't want to listen to that anymore. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad. We're going to go ahead and go to Amalgamania. Is this the one I'm thinking? Because I have mixed feelings on this one, if it is. Yes! Alright, first of all, I think it's a major key. Yeah, A major. It's weird, because the way they play the chords... Well, actually, it's not even... It's not even chords at first. But the way they're playing it, at least in the intro, makes it sound like it's going to be a minor. But it ends up being major throughout the whole thing. But I love this little intro riff. Okay. Oh, is this... Yeah, this is that song that has the, like, censor bleep in it somewhere. Okay. This is the part where I'm kind of iffy on. This song kind of creeps me out. These vocals in particular. It sounds like someone is like singing in reverse, like they're breathing in, like all the. What instrument is that? I have no idea. Well, whatever instrument that is, it's definitely just put in there to sound weird. I do like this part. Yep. Got the... Is this the part that the censor beep happens in? Nope. Yeah. Got some, I guess, cowbell? Sorry, I was trying to... Okay, I like the intro, right? I was trying to listen to more of it because I never really got that good of a chance to like really listen to it as much in the games, right? Because they came out pretty recently, and of course I haven't been playing Splatoon at least close enough to hear it a lot recently either. In fact, when was this song added? 7 months ago, I would assume, according to what it says on the video that you can't see. But if this video came out 7 months ago, then I would assume the song came out at least 7 months ago. But anyway, with that being said, I do like the guitar riffs in it a lot. And I think that brings it to at least above par for me. But the weird vocals, I know that's intentional, but sometimes intentions are not a... Sometimes just because something's intentional doesn't mean it was a good intention. Or you were supposed to, or you should have done that. Sometimes risks fail, okay? And I won't say it failed, but it definitely just makes me raise an eyebrow every time I listen to this song. And because of that, it is going to go in C above Candy Coated Rocks. I know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. But the thing is, Candy Coated Rocks, to me, was just a boring song. In comparison to the other jazzy, off-the-hook songs, it was kind of boring to me. Amalgamania was not boring, but it had a lot of good parts in it, but had a lot of eyebrow raising parts, right? So, yeah, that's exactly where I'm leaving it. And who knows, maybe I'll rank it up depending on where else I put all these other songs. But for now, it's gonna go and stay there. All right, let's go. Ooh, hooray! I like where this is going. Clickbait. Clickbait. All right. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This song, I love this song a lot. This is G, right? I have these all marked down what key signatures they're in. No, it's F sharp. I think I knew that. Okay. Well, it don't matter. It's F sharp, which to y'all doesn't really matter, but unless you can hear keys well. But I absolutely love this song. First of all, first song of Seaside, which in general I just love the in-game band Seaside. I think all of their songs are at least are average at worst. Which honestly is underselling it. But I like the syncopation in the song. It's not really syncopation, as more of it's like, hold on. It's not really syncopation. It's just emphasis on the last note, which is on an offbeat, and really it kind of has that same rhythm throughout the whole song, at least until the main chorus, right? So, as an example, I'm gonna like kind of mouth or kind of just bop the rhythm, and you'll see a pattern. The rhythm basically doesn't change the whole song until like the main chorus, right? So you got and it kind of does that same rhythm with minor changes. It's the reason this song is, I think it's a brilliant song. First of all, I like that this song is like, to me, I consider this song the main theme of the game, not Splat Tack, even though Splat Tack is a great song, right? And for the whole series, I think Splat Tack is the actual main theme of all of Splatoon. But for Splatoon 3 in particular, I consider this the main theme of Splatoon 3. And the reason I think this is a good song is because it's very easy to get, it's very easy to get stuck in your head because of how repetitive that rhythm is. And, you know, if you're not very musically savvy, you can still follow the rhythm by just keeping that same rhythm kind of in your mind. That and it's progressive too, right? Because it doesn't just stay flat. It goes right. So it's repetitive, it's catchy, and it's progressive, which make for very well catchy songs, and for a good reason. Now, I'll go ahead and skip to. Well, I'll let it play out. I like this. I love this part here. This is kind of like the bridge into the main chorus. This part. Yep, and it keeps that same rhythm too. But kind of in a different pattern, I guess. Alright. Well, I could kind of, I mean, I feel like I've hammered home basically what, oh yeah, I've kind of hammered home basically what I think is the sticking point of the song and why it's a brilliant main theme of the game. And because of that, let's go ahead and rank this. It's going to be S or A. I would love to put this straight in S, but I do think there are plenty of songs in this game that are somewhat better than it. But I don't know if it's... this is going to be tricky. I'm going to leave it A, and it'll probably be at the top of A when we're done here. But that's still a tricky spot to leave this in because there are definitely, like, it's better than a lot of these songs, in my opinion. But we'll find out. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and half of these songs I'll like better than it. In fact, this song, Big Betrayal, excuse me? Yes. So, all right. Disclaimer. I'm gonna go ahead and say this outright. Overall, if you consider every track from every game that each character / idol group has been involved in, overall, I think Deep Cut has had the best run of good songs versus not so good songs. Even though certain songs from previous games I do think have some standout tracks over the Deep Cut songs, I still think Deep Cut overall average. Deep Cut's up here, whereas both Squid Sisters and Off the Hook are kind of down here. Almost every Deep Cut song, in my opinion, is at least good. And this one is no different. First of all, D minor? Not that that matters. Oh no, A minor and B minor. Yeah, that's right, B flat. I've been trying to guess these because I don't know. Maybe y'all don't know, but I've been trying to train my ear to recognize key signatures. But that's not important. The important thing is, compared to their other two idol groups, I think there's bias to the characters of the older idol groups. I think that's generally what it is. I think the actual music from Deep Cut is in general better. There are, again, great standout tracks from the other idol groups. Specifically, the credits themes, I think, are their best tracks out of all of them. But Um, every other song that's not a credits theme, uh, Deep Cut, on average, I think has better songs. I like this song. So, Big Betrayal. What I like about this song is that there's a story being told in the song. In the song, it's not just a song. It's a story. It's. Why do I keep hearing noises? I don't know. I feel like maybe the cat's jumping around or something. Anyway, yeah, there's a story being told in the song, even though the story is not necessarily that moving. But it's like, just the whole idea of the song is that Big Man, the character Big Man, I guess, recorded in game, recorded in lore, more specifically, recorded a song with the Squid Sisters, and then the Squids, the Shiver and Fry somehow find out about it, and then they apparently make a song threatening Big Man to share the spoils or something like that. But that's not necessarily, I mean, obviously not very, it's not conveyed very well in the vocals by just hearing it. You do kind of hear like bickering back and forth, but you don't necessarily notice that until you like watch the official video or something, and you find out, oh, it's actual there's actually like arguments going on. But I'm going to focus a little bit more specifically on the music itself. So okay, here's what I do like. The beginning of the song is clearly like alarm bells going off, right? Wee woo, wee woo. Right? Yeah, like I guess Shiver and Fry are like, emergency meeting! Right? They hit the button, they hit the emergency meeting button. Who's this imposter making music with other characters? Okay. Bass. I guess that's a trumpet. I actually love. Anytime I'm listening to the song, I kind of hum with the bass because it's really the only thing you kind of hum with through most of the time. Okay. And then once you get to this part here, obviously, there's a little bit more going on here. This whole harmonic section here, in my opinion, of the deep cut songs, this particular part here is just my favorite part of all of their songs in the game. However, I don't know if it's actually like in total my favorite of their songs. It's just like it's hard to not bop to this part here. Yep, it's mixed very well, by the way. I mean, all the songs in this game are mixed very well. All right, I'm gonna stop raving about this song. I'm gonna put it where I think it should go, which is. Do I like it better than Clickbait? No. I still think Clickbait is better just as a main theme of the game. Tough decision. But yeah, I think Clickbait is better as a main theme of the game. Obviously, Big Betrayal is not the main theme of the game. But the fact that clickbait is as good as it is, and is the main theme of the game, I think just bumps it a slight point higher. But that's okay. We have other songs to get to, like Skablam. Alright, so I think a little bit of, I guess, introduction with the song, right? Apparently, this is sort of continuation on Ink Theory. Wasn't that like the group from Splatoon 2? Just basically all the characters that were depicted in the cover art of the Ink Theory group are returning, minus like one or two. And they sort of got rid of the weird jazz band sound, and they went with a more big band rock. Well, I guess blues big band or something like that would be the closest, would be the best description of it, because there's obviously they're going, it's a big band, it's a big jazz band, right? But it's more let me just go ahead to the song. Skablam. Alright, so this is the one that has yeah. First of all, I like the drum beat here. It's very simple, but it's simple and fast. I like that they're using a. Okay, I was making sure the instrument depicted is actually a baritone saxophone, and it is. So they got a baritone sax, a trombone, and a trumpet. Nice. I'm trying to. Yep, that's the Barry. Okay. First of all, I love that a Barry sax is in here. At all. that alone just brings the whole band up like a point. Just the fact that there's a baritone sax in here. Very. Was that in? I don't think it was in Splatoon 2's like Ink Theory or whatever. But anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, they kind of go more focused in a like it's a much more focused jazz group now, whereas before it was kind of like they just kind of threw whatever sounds possible into the song and mixed it up and was like, yeah, this is a song. Figure it out. See if this will go with Splatoon. But these songs seem a lot more like crafted, more carefully crafted. And this one is probably the most jazzy of the three, because there's a lot more, I guess, like obviously there was that baritone sax solo part. I like that part. Da, 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 da. This part here sounds very like bull rush. You know what I mean? Sounds very almost Spanish. Like you're in a rodeo or something, riding bulls. I assume that's kind of where they're going for. Except for this weird keyboards section. First of all, okay, I think this is the only part in the song where they break up the. Yes, this was the season. I guess the theme of the season. I do like the melody. Where am I gonna put this though? As I did okay. So there is an inherent bias. So I'll get to my bias right here, because I did say it would have a little bit of a genre bias, and it is jazz, metal, and We haven't seen the other thing yet, but I do think there's an actual nod to the third thing in here somewhere. But whatever the case may be, this is obviously jazzy, right? But obviously, I put Candy Coated Rocks down there, and that's technically jazzy. This is not going down there, though. I would say this goes right here. I'm trying to like, I'm hearing the song in my head. Does it sound better than that? And yes, because first of all, I did say Sandy Side Up, Flatline Splatoon song. That's the bare minimum you need. The bare minimum energy you need to have for it to sound like a Splatoon song. And this obviously skyrockets the energy, but I think it lacks some of the flavor or some of the, like, I don't know, I guess coolness, or I don't know. There's just something missing that kind of brings it slightly down from Sandy Side Up. And obviously, there's no weird things in the song that make me raise an eyebrow every time I listen to it. There was that keyboard section, but that was just more of like, oh, okay, we're changing things up. It wasn't like, whoa, what is going on here? Whoa, excuse me? Right? But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to, well, Blushing Tide. So this is technically a returning song, but it is completely remastered for Splatoon 3. And I believe it's the only returning, like, Splatfest related song that is remixed in any way. Because all the other ones are basically the same song, but, like, because I believe Title Rush is the original song. Because Title Rush is, like, from the actual single player, right? And it's a boss theme. And I guess the boss theme is meant to be a little more crazy, or I guess either a little more crazy or maybe just a longer song. Whereas Blushing Tide, I guess, was remixed and remastered for actual Turf War. So honestly, this is going to be the first time I'm listening to the whole song of this. So I have no idea what this sounds like other than the first couple seconds. What am I listening to? I like that. I do like Marie. Oh, that's where it goes down. I will say, I never liked Title Rush, the song. Was that always in the song? This Game Boy Color sound? I do like it. The sort of, I like the panning effects. I don't know if that matches well. The bass. I did like they brought the bubble popping sound from Bomb Rush Blush. Okay. These chords are great. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and end the song. This is another one of those songs that always raised an eyebrow, but for not the same reason as Amalgamania. To me, both Blushing Tide and Title Rush, because this is, again, has the same sort of beat or carries the same idea from Title Rush. And I, again, was never a fan of Title Rush. In fact, in my opinion, massive downgrade from Calamari Incantation, which I guess was the final boss theme of uh, Splatoon 1, right? Massive downgrade from that. And just in general, there's like, it's weird to say this, but there's too much going on in the song. Again, as a Splatoon song, there's always too much going on in the song, but it's weird. There's too many things colliding with each other in the song. Like the melodies from like Callie's theme and then Marie's theme are not meshing well. They're like at odds with each other. And I guess it makes sense in a boss fight. It makes sense more in a boss fight where, you know, you're actually fighting a bad thing, right? Whereas in Splatoon or in Turf War, it's a little, I don't know. To me, it's out of place. I would have to put this D. Which pains me because obviously I like the Squid Sisters and I like a lot of their songs. But not this song. Not for me. But let's go ahead with Rip, Stop, and Go. The first of the H2O songs. So I believe that's this. Okay, what I do know is that both of these songs are in majors, right? Yes, G major. I also kind of like that these songs, they sound like maybe mid-2000s punk or progressive rock. Like I kind of hear, I'm trying to think of like, first of all, there's almost a little bit of reggae in here too. Or not reggae. Oh, you know what? I will say, because I think these two songs and like another band came out all in the same update, and all four of these songs gave me the idea of like Mario Kart. Because a lot of the themes from Mario Kart have similar instruments and sort of beats to this. Did I put Blushing Tide to D tier? Absolutely. You can skip back to earlier to find just to hear my thoughts on why. To me, that song just makes me raise an eyebrow through the whole song, through most of the song. But anyway, back to the present. I do like this section. See, these are the sort of parts that kind of remind me of like, for some reason, Mario Kart. Like there's some like tracks in Mario Kart 8 specifically, Mario Kart 8 specifically, that have like, they use like, I even wonder if this is like the same artist. And by artist, I mean actual artist, like human artist writing these songs. Because they sound like they just ripped them right out of Mario Kart. Splatoon 2, yeah, I can see you getting like the Wet Floor band vibes from that. I can totally get that. What? I don't know what that's from. Oh. Dude. But I get like early 2000s, like maybe 2003 to 2007, kind of progressive rock. Like kind of like what were some ones from back then, like Plain White Tees or like the Middle, right? I will say though, this particular song out of the two, I would say directly below Sandy Side Up. And Skullbound. Yep, B tier. Low B tier. It's not going to be at the bottom of B tier because I think there will be some that go below that. But I think this is getting into Splatoon 2 territory, like you said, which is not a bad thing. Because there were plenty of the wet floor songs that I actually love. But obviously, there are songs that I like better than it too. So, yeah. Yeah, I think... Yeah. Yep. There might be a little bit of second guessing in here, but I think I'm in a good headspace with this. All right, speaking of headspace, time for the next song. Head Hammer. We're back to Seaside. Okay, you know what's funny about Seaside? You think with a name like Seaside there would be songs in the key of C or C minor? To my understanding, not one of these songs are in the key of C. Right? I wrote all the keys down for every song. Yeah, not one of these songs are in C. Not C major, not C minor. What the heck? Fun bit of trivia. See, you call yourself Seaside and none of your songs are in C? What is wrong with you? Anyway, back to the actual ranking of the songs. I also love this song. This is another song that has a good repetitive streak. A good repetitive riff, right? Got yourself a guitar solo going on here. Cowbell. Almost like a drum solo going on here. Or just sort of a bridge, right? Yep. And I guess this would be your chorus of the song. I think this is the low point of the song, in my opinion. It's still... Although I like this. I keep pressing the wrong thing. I've got two different keyboards, right? One of the keyboards is for my PC, one is for my laptop. My laptop is controlling the sound. My PC is controlling the stream. Anyway, yeah. So this song, I'll just go ahead and say it. Definitely, as much as I like the song, right? This song also has more of a happy streak to it, right? Both Clickbait had a very sort of positivity sound to it. It's not really because it's a major chord or major key. This one is also in a major key. Has a very positive sound to it. Even though it also has sort of a cool sound to it too. But I would say not on the same level as Clickbait. In fact, I would say it's pretty equal with Sandy Side Up, but slightly lower. Yeah. Yep. I think that makes sense to me. Just below Sandy Side Up. Yep. And well, I didn't think I'd get to this song this quickly, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next song on the list, Smeared Canvas. So it's too bad that only this song is the song from the single player that they put in the Splatfest, because if they put that one in, honestly, that would be my favorite song in the whole game. But unfortunately, it's not here. So they took one of the tower climbing, basically, songs from Splatoon from the single player, and put that in the multiplayer, and for the final Splatfest. And well, Smeared Canvas, I believe that is this one. Yes. First of all, I like the... Oh, hold up. Let me make sure... Okay, Grand Festival. Okay, I gotta make sure it's the right one. Because there were like multiple versions of it. Yeah, the battle version. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Because this is like the alternate version. I was about to say, it sounds a little different than it's supposed to. Okay, this version. There we go. Has kind of the... I mean, there's definitely a beat going on. I didn't notice this, but it's actually faster. It's actually got a higher tempo. I did not notice that. It also sounds quieter for some reason. I got the volume on the... on this turned all the way up. Let me turn it up a little bit on this end. But, okay. Was this part in it? This kind of bridge to the beginning? I guess. I mean, I like it. I actually... I love this part of the song. Specifically, it sounds very much like a shanty, which I guess makes sense. I think the whole idea they go with, at least in the single player with Shiver Fry and Big Man, is that they're pirates trying to, like, I don't know, get a hold of your treasure or something like that. And with that motif, or with that idea, this sort of melody here sounds very much like a shanty, or has the sort of cadence of a shanty. Yep. Although I don't think I yeah, your treasure specifically. Actually, yeah, they try to steal Daisy's treasure. No, I'm kidding. There's no character named Daisy in the game. But, you know, I never actually heard what the whole song sounds like, I don't think. Because I always kind of, at least playing in the game, I only kind of heard of that first little and then the intro, like, little shanty part. But actually, I'm going to listen to the whole song. Okay, they add a little bit of harmonies to it. Okay, so now they're just kind of humming. Or la-la-la-ing. Oh, I never noticed the little, there's like a high-pitched kind of, like, yeah. Oh, now they're doing like, oh, you know what, I do remember this. So now they're just kind of, they're just going full choir mode at this point. Okay. Huh. I don't think I ever noticed that part of the song, at least up until this point. So for pretty much like I would say 2/3 of the whole song, they're doing the shanty part. So the beginning is the sort of electronic intro. The da 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 da, and then 2/3 of the song they're going shanty, and then like the final sort of couple measures is like I guess a choir progression where they're just sort of just ah-ing their way to the beginning. Honestly, I didn't I didn't have much of a opinion of this song until now. I actually think the song is better than I gave it credit for. Because the other song that I was hoping would be in this game is Hide and Sleek, which is also a very good song and probably I would say my second favorite song in the game. But unfortunately, it's not a battle theme. But this song is very close to that. I would actually put this above Big Betrayal. Yeah. I didn't think I'd like it more than Big Betrayal, but I actually think I do like it better. That's surprising. Wow. Because there, and if you're thinking of it in the context of the single player, it's a perfect song. It sounds very much like because the song plays when you're traversing a tower up until like the final battle of the game. But in this case, it plays obviously during the final Splatfest of the game, which I guess you could kind of see as the final battle. I think the first time I encountered it was in a tricolor turf war, so that's also cool. But at least in multiplayer, that was the first time I encountered it. But anyway, yeah, I think it's good there. All right. Oh yeah, No Plan Survives. So this is the other band that showed up in the same sort of update as the H2O characters. So we had H2O, and then we had what? Riot Act. That's right. I almost forgot what this band was called. Riot Act. What's this song sound like? I know there's two of them. Oh yeah, so this is the one with the violin. So apparently, canonically, the violin player from Bottom Feeders shows up specifically in this song. This is the song that right after this update came out, it like this is the song where I was like, oh yeah, this reminds me of freaking Mario Kart because of the violin and the way that the violin plays over the everything else in the song. What I will say is I do sort of this is the song. This is also the song where I do kind of, to me, part of the song is a little too repetitive. This little rhythmic section here. It kind of does that a little too much, in my opinion. But this part here, this, for some reason, this just reminds me of Mario Kart. I believe... Is this a minor? No, it's a major. Wow. It does, remind you of Mario Kart, yeah. You know what? I never noticed this in this song in particular. So, let me skip back to here. Okay. notice the switch ups between the guitar and the violin. So I never really noticed this, but in this song in particular, the violin and guitar, I think it starts with the violin in the melody, and then the guitar takes the reins from it and does like a little descending little arpeggio. And then after another couple measures, they swap, and the guitar does like the little introduction, and then the violin does the descending arpeggio. See if you can catch that in the song. So here. That was the guitar doing that. Now the guitar is going to do the. And that was a violin. And okay, and it repeats after that. I never actually noticed that until literally right now. So that's actually kind of a cool little point of the song, where they swap places in each part of the little, I guess, chorus. So, that's cool. But I don't know. To me, this song is a little too, like, it's a lot of build-up with not a lot of payoff. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it feels like there should be something to, like, end the song. Or there should be a peak in this song, and it feels like it doesn't peak. You know? And because of that, I'm going to put that above Amalgamania C. And it will end up being high C. Like, there'll probably be a lot of stuff in between Amalgamania. Or at least a lot of stuff under it by the time we're done with this. Because I still sort of like the general feel of the song. It feels Splatoon, but it feels like there's something missing from the song. Just something missing. But you know what isn't missing? Anything from this next song. By the way, I gotta give a quick apology for my last Splatoon music tier list. I completely left out the Chirpy Chip songs, which was a horrible thing because, well, for those of you who don't know, the Chirpy Chip songs sound like this. Tend to be some of the best songs in the game. Listen to this. First of all, blues. It's a blues song, but it's weird. Isn't it like, it's definitely a minor, right? No quarters. B minor. Yep. But it's like B minor blues, which is different. Especially for a song, a very like dubsteppy song like this. Points for catchiness, obviously. The ascending little, I guess, synths, right? The ascending synths. I guess they're doing a whole scale, right? No, they're like it's an arpeggio. It's like a minor arpeggio. And it's like two octaves, right? But this isn't even in the second best part of the song. Honestly, the vocal part of the song is like the least interesting part of it. Everything else in the song is the interesting part of it. Except that part. This little guitar part, a good sort of bridge. Okay. I love that part. That drum part. It sounds like they are rim shotting the heck out of that drum. They're going. You know what I mean? Was that loud? But yeah, it sounds like they're rim shotting the heck out of that snare, and I love it. But that's not even the best part of the song. This part is the best part of the song. Listen to the intricacy in this. This high pitched synth, and it goes on for a while too. Boom 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 like that too. It's not even done. Okay, now is when they take a break. Okay, that's when I'll give the vocalist a credit, because that's like, okay, freaking earworm, right? And then, okay, take it a little easy. We've been bopping this whole time. Slow it down. Give us a breather. And back to the main sort of, yep. Back to the intro, basically. Back to section A for that. This song is top tier. I'm going to go ahead and put it in S. This song is top tier. There's like nothing wrong with this song. For a Splatoon song, perfect. High energy. The blues, I like that it's blues. It's like pop blues with like, or I guess, yeah, a dubstep pop blues. I don't know. There's a lot going on in this genre. Or in this specific song. A lot of genres just kind of molded together in this song. Honestly, I would say just my favorite part is the rim shot, because I don't think they've ever used like a rim shot sound in Splatoon. And the fact that they sort of, they use that as sort of a, like, count off for the synth breakdown, or yeah, the chips breakdown. I don't know. It's just, I just find that very, very cool, very, very fun, very uppity, very everything. I just love this song. Definitely, I would even classify this as one of the best songs in all of Splatoon. Yeah. Anyway, Splatoon 1, 2, and 3. But let's go ahead and move on. I could talk about how much I like this song for longer than I have time. And I've definitely listened to it on loop, on repeat, for more than 20 minutes at one point. For more than an extended version allows time for. But let's go ahead and move on to the only actual off-the-hook song in the game. Suffer No Fools. Interesting name for the song. But also an awesome song. First of all, when this song first came out, when they first released this song, like in the DLC wave, I didn't think I liked it at first. I thought it was kind of weird because I didn't kind of get the idea of it. I didn't actually start liking it until I saw like the whole point of the song is that it's a rap battle between Off the Hook and Deep Cut characters. And once I realized that, oh, it's a freaking squid rap battle, I was like, oh, I get it. Okay, this song is actually great. So kind of like with Big Betrayal, well, that was more of a story song. Suffer No Fools is, I guess, a story, but it's like a freestyle rap battle. And you can kind of, I guess when you don't see the sort of video, you don't kind of recognize it right away, but you can tell there's like 4 different voices going on. But let's just go ahead and play it. Okay, obviously this part's kind of shared with everyone. No Big Man. Big Man isn't here. He's absent. By the way, the animation for the actual music video is great. Fry. So I like this song in particular just because it portrays sort of the characters that are singing. It gives them character. You know what I mean? It gives them more character than they had, like in the game. Before I guess the songs came out, right? And so I'm not gonna show the video here, but there's like parts in the song where like Pearl cuts Fry off when it's like her turn to rap, and at a certain point Fry gets angry and is like, shut the frick up, I'm trying to rap here, you know, it's my turn, bitch. And just that little kind of it adds a little bit of charm to the game, right? In my opinion. But actually the music of the song isn't bad either. Like the actual the beat and like melody. This part's kind of repetitive. It's supposed to be pretty basic to give room for the sort of rap part. It makes no sense to us. There's definitely a build-up, though. I like that there's a build-up. And I do think this section is pretty... It's catchy. It's catchy enough that when you're playing the song in game, you might kind of hum to it while you're shooting other squids. Alright, and I guess at this point you have freaking Shiver and Marina doing like a vocals battle. It's not really a rap battle at this point. It's like I guess a vocals battle. Like who has the better pipes, right? Yeah. And the vocals are actually pretty good. Groovy, right? Okay. I'm letting it play out just because I find it entertaining. If you're listening with headphones, you can actually hear when the voices exchange because they're on different sides. I was never a fan of that part because it kind of broke out of the melody, but that's fine. And this is basically where it ends and loops. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think I need to comment too much more. It serves its purpose, right? And it fits very well in battles, in like turf wars. And honestly, I think this is way better than a lot of their Splatfest songs in Splatoon 2. I like it better than Acid Hues and Mark Warfare. And I'd say it's on par with what's the other one? I forgot the name of it. But you know which one I'm talking about. And even Fly Octo Fly. I actually did not like Fly Octo Fly. I think I ranked that one at the very bottom of my last tier list. Of my Splatoon 2 tier list. But anyway, Suffer No Fools. I like it better than Big Betrayal. Yep. And I would say they're very equal. They're very close to equal. But I like it better than Big Betrayal because it combines the groups in a very natural way, right? In a fun, natural way. And it features two groups as opposed to Big Betrayal, which it only features one group, which at the end of the day, Big Betrayal just kind of, I don't know, follows the same sort of layout as their other songs. Whereas the Suffer No Fools, because it combines both deep cut and off the hook, it kind of, I don't know, adds a little something to it. You know what I mean? Something that brings it up to A. Brings it a step higher than Big Betrayal. But speaking of that, this has nothing to do with that. But we're going to skip over to Rockabilly Blues. All right. I have a little bit of a bias to this one, too. So, this one... First of all, we got a swing vibe going. I freaking love this song. Okay, first of all, a little bit of a bias. The reason I have a bias to this is because my late grandfather was a musician in his prime, in his time, and the type of music he would play is rockabilly, which is he would play it in. He was from like New York, right? Sort of a New York, New Jersey musician. He would play music very similar to this, and you can hear, swing. I love a good swing, and this, I think this is the first like Splatoon song to actually have swing. I'm trying to think. Are there any other? I guess technically one of the upcoming songs have a swing. First battle themes that have a swing rhythm. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. But I don't know. To me, I can't recall there being other like swing rhythm songs in Splatoon. But anyway, my grandfather, he played like rockabilly style of music back in like the 50s and 60s. And this, obviously, it's not like 50s and 60s sounding, but it brings the style of that music into a more sort of modern sound, to where honestly this sounds like something like if my grandfather heard this song, he probably would have thought he played the song. You know. Okay, first little nod to rockabilly is that bass line. Listen to the bass line. I also like the little, I like the drum fills, right? You know, and the chorus line is freaking peak. Okay, this is kind of a bridge. Oh, saxophone, baritone saxophone. Okay, this part right here. Syncopation. Yep. You got a little bit of guitar in there, but it's not kind of in the way of the horns, right? A lot of swing, a lot of syncopated rhythms. And again, that sort of, that bass line, that's like classic rockabilly style. If you listen to any like kind of music of that genre from back in the 50s and 60s, you'll hear that a lot in that era. And hearing some of my grandfather's old music, like, of course, it reminds me a lot of that. So, two biases, right? Jazz, swing, and also my grandfather, who played rockabilly music, which it brought into sort of a modern sort of a modern mix, we'll say. This is going S. I just love I just love this song. It's like, and it's perfect for Splatoon. It's a perfect Splatoon song, right? It's got the bare minimum, Sandy Side Up. Well, goes well past the bare minimum of what you want to hear when you're playing Splatoon. You know. Speaking of what you want to hear when you're playing Splatoon, you want to hear what you're doing, which is paint scraping. Actually, that's the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing when playing Splatoon. Isn't paint scraping the act of taking paint off of the ground or whatever? You know, this is the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing in Splatoon. Paint scraper, another Seaside song. Intro, perfect intro. Listen to that intro. Nice. I just noticed, by the way, they seem to use that little rhythm in a lot of their songs. Because in a previous song, they did that with a cowbell, where it's like, right? Interesting bit of trivia. I wonder if we will encounter that in another one of their songs. But a lot of energy. There's some weird, like, high-pitched voice. You can hear it, right? I don't know if you could hear it, but it sounded like someone's, like, screaming into the mic and they're using, like, weird, weird watery effects while they're screaming at the top of their lungs into the mic. But obviously toned down so it's not piercing your ear. But I can definitely pick it out over some of the lower vocals. You got this guitar. And then here's the chorus. I will say, this chorus part, there's a little bit of a... It's a counter melody, but I think they're at odds with each other. Because you got the kind of lower part, but it's being played by a rhythm guitar. The da 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 da, I think, right? Da, 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 da. Yep. Da, da. That part's good though. Da, da. Yeah, because you got that lower part of the guitar, but then you also have the vocals that it's like da 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 da. It's almost like, I want to say a parallel minor and major, but they're in the same key. They're both in the same key, but the top, like the treble, I guess, is singing slash playing as if they're in a major key, but then the bass and lower parts are playing as if they're in a minor key, but they're in the same. They're technically in the same key. It's weird, but it's not bad. It's just it seems to be at odds with each other. Da, 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 da. But then it goes back together here, and then you got a little chant. Hey, hey, hey. And there's a little bit of creep up with the guitar. Creep up with the guitar, I say, as I don't have a guitar in my hand. Let's fix that. Well, I do not know how to play this instrument, so I'm not going to play the instrument. But I have it here just to mimic gestures. No, we can't fix it with technology. We can fix it with an actual guitar. As long as I don't hit nothing in the process. Can y'all even see this? I don't know. I don't know how to play this thing. I just have it to mimic gestures or to mimic little riffs. Wow! Wow! The thing it was making. Anyway. We're basically done with this song. I'm putting it under Headhammer, under Rips. It's going in one of these. I don't know where it's going. I'm trying to think. Rip Stop is like. It's going above Rip Stop and Go. I think that makes sense. Energy's a little bit higher. Actually, a lot higher. I would say less than Skablam, but higher than Rip Stop and Go. The thing is, Rip Stop and Go. I would say the high points and the low points are equal enough, but the energy is slightly higher with Paint Scraper, and of course, the bare minimum of energy is sunny side up or sandy side up, and well, this obviously goes higher than the bare minimum, energy-wise. So yeah. Now, that's not where it ends. Obviously, we have another deep cut song in the form of "Fins in the Air." And, well, we better see that in the chat. Everybody put your fins in the air. If you have fins. If you don't, then go find a fish or something and catch a fish and put them fins in the air. This song. I don't know. Lot of movement there, right? C major. In fact, I think this entire song is in C major. You could play like, you could, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like no sharps or flats in the song. There may be like 2 sharps or flats in this whole song. I like the distorted bass. That. Yep. There's kind of like a diaphragm added to these little vocals here, where they're kind of going like, or I'd have to do it in like a high pitch, like a, you know, kind of like that, which is a good technique for. It just depends on what you're trying to do, and I think it works here. Okay, and then you get to a harmonic here. It's hard to hear the actual chord that they're singing. But then you get this part here. Which, even though it's a downward, I guess, regression, it feels like a build-up. Okay, now, this part coming up, the chorus. I used to not be too, like, I don't know, it used to not be, like, my favorite thing in the game, right? Until I noticed, it took me forever to notice this, but the character Fry, she's singing. The little, I don't know what she's doing, but it's sort of it's a backing to the high-pitched singing. That, When the game first came out and I was listening to the song in game, I never really noticed that part in the song. But now that I'm hearing it now, I'm like, wow, I actually like that part in the song. It's kind of a weird, I guess, counter. I'm taking this off. It's a weird but cool counter to the long held out vocal of Shiver. Yeah, Shiver's the one holding out the vocal. Fry's the one that's, I guess, breaking it down. And for those who don't know, the idea behind Deep Cut, the character's Deep Cut, it's like a multicultural band, basically, where I believe Shiver sings in like an Asian style. Fry sings in like an Indian sort of Bollywood style. And then Big Man, the Manta Ray, sings in a Brazilian style. Or at least the music tends to either combine all three elements of those or have their own sort of solos with elements of those. And you can kind of hear that in Fry singing here. And the little... Yep. I like this little high-pitched sort of flare going on here. It's really high-pitched, but it's almost like I guess it's a synth. And then we go back to... And then you have a little bit of a breakdown before you actually get to the beginning, which, and the actual introduction didn't actually have this. I love this part, actually. A lot going on here. And then we're back into the beginning. I used to, you know what? I used to not like this song as much as like the other songs in Splatfest. But after I sort of listening to the song a little more, actually gain more of a fondness of it. Now, I don't think it's as good as Big Betrayal, but before I would have brought it, I would have like put it at like high C, but I actually think I'm gonna put it above Sandy Side Up. It's like very positive. I have a very much more positive opinion of the song than I did going into it. When I first heard the song, I grew to like it, and after I started kind of listening to it more, I actually really like it now. So yeah, now See Me Now. The other front row song. Fantastic intro. Listen to that guitar. Listen to him shred. Listen to them pipes. We're back to Splatoon 1. Like this little... A little bit of cymbal choke. Psst, psst. Or psst, psst. And then we're back to the... Shred it! A little bit of keyboard going on there. I think my little gestures pretty much kind of spelled out my fondness for the song. I definitely love the song, okay? I won't say... Yeah, I think that's exactly where it belongs. Yep, alright. No further comment. We're going to move on, because I am kind of running... I need to head out, but have a great rest of the stream. Hey, thanks for joining. And thanks for, I don't know, giving your own opinions on the songs. Alright, so... We're on the second of the H2O songs, and this one's kind of interesting. There's a lot of comments I have on this song. So, and I know, too bad Viral ain't here, because to my understanding, this is his favorite song in the game. Great drum, not even a fill, it's a drum intro. Like the drum intro. Play that again. E major throughout the whole song, mostly. Bam, 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 bam. Love that. Bam, 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 bam. And again, gives me a Mario Kart 8 vibe. It's a very happy sounding song too. In fact, I would say it's probably the most positive sounding song. Kind of gives me at first a middle song, like the middle from Jimmy Eat World. Very positive outlook sounding song, right? Like that. This part here, obviously very positive sounding. A little bit of accidentals. Alright. I have to, oh, yep. That's definitely the most replayed part of the song, right? Yep. Alright. So, there's a couple comments I have on this song. For those of you who are still here, if you're still here, let me know. So I can point out some things you may not notice with the song. But I kind of, well, one of the reasons I wanted to do this was to add my comments on this song in particular. Which, by the way, I'm going to put it where it goes before I do this so you don't get the wrong idea. Just above See Me Now. Actually, above Smeared Canvas. I still like Clickbait better. But there's some stuff about this song. I guess a little... I wouldn't say trivia because it's not necessarily one-to-one, but the key of this song. If anyone has watched the show Kill la Kill, this song is in the exact same key as Kill la Kill. Well, the chorus is anyway. So if you've ever heard this, heard the intro to Kill la Kill, I'm gonna hum it to you while the song's playing. And basically, what you're gonna, I'm actually gonna go to the chorus of the song. It's going to basically fit all line up almost perfectly with the song. I think it's yeah. So there's that. I'm not gonna hum the whole song. I'm just saying that part of the song, it lines up perfectly because it's also in the exact same key. The other thing, the reason this whole line of songs reminds me of Mario Kart was also this song, because it also reminds me of Daisy Circuit for Mario Kart Wii. Why? Because it has pretty much the exact same pattern, I guess, of keys. Daisy Circuit's in a lower key than this, but if you just raise the key up, it actually follows the same sort of key change pattern. So, if I got, okay, I'll wait for the actual start of the song. Yeah. So that's part of it, of like the Daisy Circuit. Yeah. And then this part. I'm just saying, the songs line up very well, and that's my favorite song in Mario Kart Wii. So I had to bring this up. I had to put it where it goes, which is very high A. I still think I like Clickbait better than it, just because as a Splatoon song, I think it fits better. But still, Aquasonic, very high. Who keeps messaging me on? Anyway, I keep getting Discord notifications. Alright, we have 1 hour to do the rest of these. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10. Alright, let's try to speed through these. Liquid Sunshine, the actual Squid Sisters new Squid Sister song. Squid Sister song in Splatoon 3. Liquid Sunshine. I actually love this song. I believe this one is also a major. D major, yep. Gotta love it when Squid Sisters is in the game. I like how snappy the song is. It's like very staccato. It's not that choppy, but it's very staccato. Like, it's very, like all the notes are pretty short. Almost makes you feel kind of bouncy, right? You get a little bit of legato here, kind of a bridge to the chorus of the song. That was definitely a glockenspiel, right? Good chorus. I like this part here. Kind of a breakdown, combining the low and high vocals with one in the middle. And this is kind of a break. I always forget there's the little hey hey hey, the Squid Sisters saying hey in there. Okay, and it does. It's almost 3 measures of rest, or 3 sort of, 3 measures, or I guess 3 groups of 4 measures before you get back into the before it loops. I'm gonna put this one way higher than Blushing Tide. Extremely way higher. Yes? Oh. Yeah. Yes, higher than Smeared Canvas. I didn't think I'd put it there, but I found myself liking the song now more than I did like a couple weeks ago. To be honest. That's about all I have to say on it, honestly. Alright. Now we have the other Sashimori song. So we just had Amalgamania, which was eyebrow-raising song, right? Not the same with Sea Source. So which one is that? This one. Wake up! That's a wake the freak up intro. If you're asleep, that's someone going wake. That's a knock on wood. Wake the fuck up intro. Also, getting really heavy with the metal on this one, right? And the double kicks too. Love it. Even the yeah, got the ride cymbals going. High pitch. We're getting real anime in here. Oh yeah, yeah. This is that. This is the group that they found ancient voice recordings of humans, right? And decided let's just freaking paint them all over the song. Use those as our actual, so we don't have to sing, right? This one works. This one doesn't raise an eyebrow like the other one does. Especially the little chorus they got going on here. Okay, a little halftime section. Oh, a little bit of build up. Okay. Then of course, great chorus. Yep. I'm gonna let it play out. Yep. I actually love this song way better than both of the the Sashimori songs in the previous Splatoon game, Splatoon 2. Even though I like both of those songs, this song blows all of those out of the water. All of these out of the water. In fact, I said it blows these out of the water. I didn't say it blows the whole game out of the water. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? All right. Yeah, I'll leave it there. We still have what, 8? Yeah, we still have 8 songs to go. I'm gonna try to speed it through because I gotta be done by 10:30. So, my time. Slopping Spree. This is the other Chirpy Chip song. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give it an ear. Okay, good start. Okay. Da da. Ba da 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 da. Ba ba. Ba 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 da da da. I like the off beats they got going on there with the guitar. They're playing on they're playing on the off 8 notes, right? Instead of playing da 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 da, they're going da 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 da. They're playing on the ups. So like when my hand hits, normally you'd play da 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 da, but they're going da 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 da, right? It's definitely it's syncopation is what it is. Whenever you hear the term syncopation, that's what that means. It means they're playing on the up. Like when you tap your foot to a song, when your foot touches the ground, that's the on beat. When your foot goes up, that is the off beat. So when they play on when your foot goes up, that's what they mean by off beat. Anyway, okay, I like what I'm hearing. High point? Where is it? It almost sounds like they're playing isn't that La Bamba? I'll be honest, this song, it's mid. I won't go that far. I will say it is. Actually, yeah. I'll say it's low B. The thing is, good energy with the energy is there. It's like it's above the media, the line. It's above the line of the minimum required energy to be you want in a Splatoon song. But this is another one of those songs that I feel like is missing a little something to be like that song you just want to keep hearing, right? Um, like I would find myself skipping this song quite often. In fact, every time I hear it in a car, not because I don't like the song, because it's not bad, but it's just missing. There seems to be a lot of buildup in the song that doesn't pay off. You know, not a lot of payoff in the song. But that's fine. Let's move on to another GOAT. To once again prove that so far, Deep Cut has the best track record of songs in Splatoon. Till Dep do a spark. Take it away. Great bass. Nice staccato. Nice separation in the vocals. Instead of letting those notes just go. It's like real choppy. I like it. And especially in the kind of water effects of the squiddy vocals, however they did this, they made it sound authentic, right? As authentic as a Splatoon song can sound. And you have the and I like that it only does like one small section of this and then goes to the shiver vocals. And it is sort of so you know how I just complimented Fry, the character who was just singing at that moment, Fry, singing very staccato way. Shiver does the complete opposite and goes full legato, which honestly I think is a cool sort of dichotomy. Counter. It's definitely a counter to what they did before. And I think that's actually clever for a song like this. See, in this section, there's not a lot of separation in her vocals. No separation here. Good build up. And then the chorus here kind of combines both of their ways of singing, because there's one legato note and then one staccato. So it's like instead of going da 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 or da 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 da, it's a combination. It's like da 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 da. So it's a clever song in the way it uses both styles of vocals. And a perfect melody for the chorus. Like, I think when I first heard the song, it was one of the first battle themes we heard actually play in the game, right? So, and even then it was massively catchy, and it's still catchy. A little bit of, I would say a little bit too much space in that end, but it's okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and rank this. As much as I liked Smeared Canvas, yeah, I'm going to put it right there. It's S tier. Really S tier. Actually listening to it now and kind of piecing that together, the staccato versus legato in the same song, that actually made me like it more than I did before. I was planning on putting it like just above Liquid Sunshine, but after finding out that, oh, this is actually a clever song with how it differentiates the two styles of singing, but also brings them together in the end. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. But okay, we don't have a lot of time. Splat-Tack. Classic, right? This one does a little different though. Splat-Tack in Splatoon 1 was very, I don't know, it was very laid back rock in my opinion. This one goes heavy, goes a lot heavier. Also, I believe it is a, yeah, it's 1/2 step lower in the key signature, which doesn't hurt it. But I think it actually makes it better in this heavy. By the way, when are you done? I posted my Okay, noted on the website. I'll be able to see it once I post my own, right? So once I post it, I can click on the communities. I think you can actually see Ants and Amazings on there too. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's Splat-Tack. Okay, it's a much more heavy version of Splat-Tack, and there are things I like about it more than the original, and some that I didn't like as much as the original, right? So this part's basically the same. The vocals I did prefer the sort of squiddy vocals in the original game. Yep. 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 Like this little. Okay. I like the halftime. Like this little bass run. Now this part here, I'm not a fan of as much as the original. It's the same, but I don't know. There was a little, the way they did it in the original, I kind of liked it better. It's definitely more energetic, but just because this part sounds a little flat. I don't know. Like I kind of wish I knew what the like if they were to update the original song with the kind of more modern music flair that this song has, right? And with like the same characters singing. Would have been interesting to see that. I'm going to disappoint some people. I like clickbait better. But I like Splat-Tack only slightly less than clickbait. Okay? Of course, overall, the original Splat-Tack goes like way up here. But if I like clickbait better, I can't put Splat-Tack in S. Right? I think for Splatoon 3, clickbait is a better main theme of the game than this Splat-Tack is. Even though of the whole series, Splat-Tack is the theme of the whole series, but clickbait is to me the theme of Splatoon 3. Like when Splatoon 4 and Splatoon 5 and Splatoon 6 come out, when I think, oh, what was the theme of Splatoon 3? I'll be thinking of clickbait. Da 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 da. You know. But the theme of the whole series is obviously Splat-Tack. Anyway, let's move on. Yes, I put Splat-Tack in A, lower than clickbait, but hey, they're both at the top of A, okay? So don't don't have a heart attack. Anyway, speaking of heart attack, Three Horn Circus. Which one was this? Was this the heart attack song? I'm kidding. but kind of. So there's a lot going on with this song too. I like the sort of, you know, it kind of gives you at least the beginning of this, they make it seem like some shit's about to go down. But then, that's also kind of interesting. Or whatever they were doing. Good little guitar part. Interesting cutoff here with some keys. Organ. They're using pedal with this guitar here. A lot of pedal. And for those who don't know, the pedal is what makes the guitar make that sound as opposed to just a sound. When they hit the pedal, it kind of widens the sound. Okay, this part's interesting. They kind of changed the key way high, like at least 3 whole steps, and turns it from a minor to a major, and makes the song sound kind of happy all of a sudden. Which, you know, I guess kind of fits the name of it, circus, right? Also a bit late, but Sloppy Spree gives Splatoon 1 vibes. Yeah, I can see that. Also like the... Yep. I never really paid attention to like the, I guess, vocals going on at the end of the song, but all right, I'm gonna put this where it goes. I would say this is a B. Yeah, B, high B. It keeps the same energy as all the other Rocket Gillies, right? Or all the other freaking golden bazookas or whatever. I like the song. To me, Splatoon 3 definitely upped the ante with all the music, right? If this was Splatoon 2, this song would have been an S. But this is Splatoon 3, and Splatoon 3 definitely extremely boosts the quality of most of the music. And because of that, there's a lot more I like than this. But still, B is, consider B like in many other lesser games, B would be like S, and S would be like S+. So, anyway, we're going to move on to more jazz, but a completely different like band. Tentacle to the Metal, huh? This song, I freaking love the frick out of the song. There's a lot going on in this song. First of all, Off the Hook, Marina, Pearl. Actually, it's mostly Pearl singing, which is a good thing, because I like Pearl better than Marina. Them drums. Awesome jazz beat with the drum. Honestly, I like this. I like this jazz style better than the jazz style that was in the Yoko Gold Bazooka songs. It's all piano with some bass. We're gonna more pedal. Okay, then we go back into a more. Oh, that's a very complicated drum filter. Not too complicated, but it's more complicated than your typical drum beat. Good guitar. And I love this part of the song because it sounds very like this up and coming part of the song, because it sounds very like if this were a live performance or something, they would want the audience to say this part of the song with them, right? And you can hear it with the vocals bouncing off of each other, right? So like Pearl's saying it, and then Marina's saying it, and then Pearl's saying it, and then back and forth. Nice bass. By the way, this entire time, the guitar has been doing the same exact riff. And I think if I start from that section, yeah. This song has been my favorite song, one of my favorite songs in the game since the game came out. Okay. Since I first heard this song, I like bop to this song every time the song comes up in the game. And I love that it's an off the hook song, technically, that plays normally in the game. So you get to hear the song all the time, not just in Splatfests, right? Fantastic. And now to bring it down a little bit, bring it down a lot actually, for the next song. Not that the next song's a bad song or anything, it's just like, it's not technical to the metal. Okay, good start. I like it. Actually, I like the tone of the song. I like it. I like a little bit of it. So I like this part here. There's a weird instrument that I can't put my finger on in the left ear. More Mario Kart sounding music. This part, I like this part. Let's go. Then go cowbell, ding randomly. They keep it consistent, right? They went from minor. They went from to a major. Very subtly, but if you listen to it, you can definitely tell that, yeah, and it's very short too. I guess this is where it loops, right? They also keep a similar, yeah, they brought that same rhythm back over from No Plan Survives. I'm going to go ahead and rank this. It's, you know what? I thought I liked No Plan Survives over this one. I actually kind of like this one better. I'm going to put it, yeah, right here. Slightly above Slopping Spree, less than Rip, Stop, and Go. I think overall, H2O in general had better songs than Riot Act. But they were tolerable songs, right? But you know what isn't a tolerable song? Not the song coming up next, that's for sure. This is the tolerable song. What an intro. What an intro. Can we do that? What an intro. Right? I like that too. Just the drummer. The drummer just hitting random drums, but in exact 4/4 time, just on the quarter notes. That way, it's not too much, but it's just kind of tom, cowbell, bell, cymbal, and then back to the beat. Is this like a rap they're doing? I love it. Cowbell. Heck yes. Back to the metal, right? Speaking of tentacle to the metal. I could bop to this all day. Then he goes really heavy here. I'm going to go ahead and put this where it goes. Speaking of tentacle to the metal and S tier, both of these songs are my favorite in the game. By a long shot. Like, No Quarters is, if there were an S plus tier, all 4 of these would be in S, and these 2 would be in S plus. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it the way I put it, right? Yeah. Triple Dip, it's always been my favorite song in the game, okay? As soon as I played the game for the first time and heard this song for the first time, I was like, what the frick is this song, dude? This song is like kick ass. And, yeah. Oh, I could rant and rave about that song all day. Both of these songs. I could rant and rave about both of these songs. Both songs are my favorite song in the game. Now, what was that about bringing the tone down to the floor again? Well, there's this song. Is that what you call it? Okay. Watery, 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 watery. Maybe. Were you in another tier list stream? That would be ironic. But okay, first of all, this song has the same problem that Blushing Tide did. Yeah, exactly. What I don't like is that it's just the only thing I don't like about the song, main thing I don't like about the song, is that it's rehashing old songs and just like what it sounds like they're doing is like they're taking a jar of Squid Sisters, a jar of freaking Off the Hook, and a jar of Deep Cut, and slamming them all on the ground and seeing where everything ends up. A glass jar of all 3 of them. Slamming them all to the ground, shattering it all, leaving the glass in and the cap in, and just they're like, okay, what masterpiece do we get when we slam all this shit on the ground? And well, it's a piece. It's a piece and it's mastered, but I don't know if I would call them both of those at the same time. Okay? The difficult thing is, so there's another weird collision going on here, right? You have Calamari Incantation. Like these songs are not congruent, right? You have Calamari Incantation playing in here, which is like the final boss theme. Then freaking the Off the Hook song is freaking the Splatfest theme. The, what is it? Color something? I don't know. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like the Plaza theme, and then the Deep Cut song is also the Splatfest Plaza theme. Like, if the Squid Sisters were singing the Splatfest Inkopolis Plaza theme, then it would be like, it would mix well. They're not congruent themes, you know. Yes, Anarchy Rainbow, and then what's the other? Color Pulse. That's the one. Color Pulse, Calamari Incantation, and Anarchy Rainbow. Color Pulse and Anarchy Rainbow go together, but Calamari Incantation is like a completely different. One of these things is not like the other, you know? It's also weird because it's playing in the same key as Calamari Incantation, so the other two songs, the Color Pulse, and Anarchy Rainbow, are in the wrong key. So they sound weird. They sound off, while Calamari Incantation sounds fine. I mean, this song in particular, yes, I agree with you. In fact, it's if I could make it any bigger, I would. It would go way down here. But yes, so it's so weird and collides with everything else in the song. Like, nothing here makes sense in this song, right? And because of that, I cannot put this above anything in the game. Nothing in the song makes sense. Nothing. Nothing can, nothing will, nothing ever has made sense in this song. The only thing that makes sense in the song is if the song was separated into its three separated parts: Calamari Incantation, Color Pulse, and Anarchy Rainbow. And in that case, all three of those songs would be probably at least an A. But yeah, bottom of the barrel. Bottom of, honestly, most of Splatoon 1, 2, and 3 barrel as well. And wow, I got done with this in 2 hours and 35 minutes. Is there anything that I want to change? Let's see. Triple Dip, Tentacle to the Rail. Again, both of these songs. Oh, no. Oh, stop it. I'm trying to, like... Oh, whoops. Where's plus? Do you think Liquid Sunshine would have been better fit than Calamari Incantation? Not in this sense. I think it should have been, what's the Plaza theme? The Splatfest Plaza theme from, like, Splatoon 1? Isn't it just called, like, Ake Me Up or something? Yeah, I think I did the right thing. I did the right thing by adding an S plus and moving these up here and then leaving everything else below it, because I think those two songs are the best songs in the game, and anyone who thinks otherwise is wrong and incorrect. I am the tactician musician. I am correct. And yeah, I'm going to save it. It's going to be... I got to remember which keyboard, because I got two keyboards. Official TactiList. because I am the tactician. Oops. Typed correctly, idiot. Musician, and I am correct. Did I not space that? Nope. Okay. Truer words have never been spoken, and they still haven't been spoken. They've been typed, but not spoken. So, yeah, that's how it's going to work. But we're not done here. Let's see how our lovely viewers... Oh, that's right. These take forever for some stupid reason. All right, let's see how my awesome viewers... See how they line up with my with all the choices. Hello? Of course, we got plenty of ads. Cannot... Luckily, presentation mode ignores the ads. So this did save it, right? Yeah, okay. Let me go to the actual main page, I guess. Template, there it is. Community rank. Okay, let's see what everyone else ranked it. So we have... What's going on? Oh. So here's mine. Here is... Okay, so that's Anson's. Oh, we can see it from here. Okay, very similar. Very similar ranking from Anson. Although... Well, let me zoom in on his. Let's see. I don't know why there's a random space here. Oh, because of his title, I guess. Yeah, I can click on it. Suffer no fools. Really? Triple dip and tentacle to the metal is like, I guess, A tier? Come on now. But these, yep, I agree. I agree. I don't think anyone... Does anyone disagree? Let's find out. Let's find out. No quarters? Rip, stop, and go till depth. I can see why you like till depth to his part. Suffer no fools. I'm gonna have to hear your reasoning behind that one. But let's see. Oh, you added X. I see. Understandable. Breaking news, YOP. Rocket Gilly. I get it. I get it. Very, very similar. Very close. Triple dip, of course. Tentacle to the metal, of course. Till depth to his part. I see. I get it. Again, with Anson, I get why you like that one a lot. Didn't I put that one high? I put that one high, right? Very high. I put that in A? Oh, this is the average. Okay. So the average for everyone is tentacle to the metal, triple dip, and till depth to his part. Figured. Yeah, okay, I put it in S. So, not too much different. No Plan Survives. Aquasonic, that... I'd like to see Varial's reaction to that one. Because, to my understanding, that's his favorite song in the game. Plenty of ads, huh? But okay. Paint Scraper, Candy Coated Rocks, pretty close. I think we're good. And the average is Aquasonic B. Really? Where did he put it? Yeah, he put it in right in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Well, that's it. That's it for today. That's it for the stream. So I guess I'll go ahead and end it here. Yeah. My job here is done. I didn't think I'd be getting done with this so quickly. But I had pretty much no interruptions this time around. And I was trying to rush it a little bit. But you get the gist. Can I go to my list? Yeah. Okay. Just so it's like on screen. Remix this list. Can I click on that and then click on that just to get all these freaking ads off the screen? I made a stage tier list at one point and I already disagree with my previous takes. I mean, opinions can change. for me with music, it's a little harder for my opinions on music to change than it is for like my opinions on like meta to change, right? Or stage or game meta or something like that. But anyway, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with this list. So for anyone and everyone who joined during the stream, thank you all for watching. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button before we end tonight. And for those of you watching the stream after it's already been live, well, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. What is this tier list correct or wrong or spot on or disgusting? You don't even want to look at it. Was Rainbow Color Incantation your favorite song in the game, and did I deeply offend you by putting it at the bottom? And if so, let me type in the chat why you are incorrect. And I've seen no objections to that being at least D tier. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. And yep, thank you to Breaking News, to Watery. I'll have to remember. I'll have to jog my memory of where I remember seeing you at. But thank you to Potato Soup. Thank you to The Worst. Thank you to Amazing. We had a full house. We were just missing Varel. And hey, Daisy came in here too. That was surprising. A surprise visit. Love those tier list streams. Yep. I think I want to do another one of these. Not anytime soon, but for a game other than Splatoon, obviously. Probably, I've wanted to do one for Pokemon for a long time. But I guess I could do one for maybe Mario Kart. That'd be interesting. Mario Kart 8 has a ton of music, though. I don't know if I'll be able to get done with that one. But we'll see. But with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for watching, and bye. Bye.